A new partnership between the billionaire Elon Musk's Tesla and Tim Cook's Apple could very well end up destroying the whole smartphone industry. Apple, a company worth more than $2.8 trillion, has a staggering 58% share in the ever-competitive smartphone market. The company is known to produce highly sophisticated phones, albeit at higher prices. Similarly, Tesla is another US-based company that is worth more than $950 billion. It also has a massive 66% market share in the ever-increasingly growing electric vehicle industry. In many ways, Apple and Tesla are very similar companies that are also not so coincidentally amongst the richest businesses in the United States of America. So how likely are we to see a new Tesla and Apple partnership, and how will it destroy the phone industry going into 2022? Let's find out in today's video on Future Zone. It can be hard to grasp the concept of a smartphone that would also have Tesla's input in it. Apple is already doing something right by capturing more than half of the consumer base in the US, however, their latest releases are deemed as extremely pricey according to Android users. The company has also shown us that they've managed to keep their loyal fan base happy by maintaining a truly lag-free experience and having one of the best camera features currently on the market. But the question is, what if Tesla joined arms with Apple in order to produce a new generation of smartphone? If Tesla were to enter the telecom market, we would see a whole new and exciting era in the telecommunications industry, along with some incredible new features you never thought would exist, including super-fast wireless adapters, or even the ability for the phone to charge by itself. Considering Tesla is already the leading company in producing super-fast charge stations for its EVs, the same could very well be replicated into its new Pi smartphones. Combined with Apple's ingenious user experience, the Tesla-Apple combination could end up overthrowing many of the current smartphones on the market. Recently, Apple has actually shown interest in producing all-electric vehicles in the future, but there are no such promises that have been made by Tesla as far as smartphones are concerned. However, that doesn't discount the possibility of Elon Musk stepping into this domain. After all, the multi-billionaire tycoon has already dominated multiple markets, including the space industry, through Spacex, and the EV industry through Tesla. Meanwhile, the 50-year-old entrepreneur has also been working on many other projects like Neuralink and The Boring Company. However, if Elon Musk were to lead Tesla into the smartphone domain, it would only happen if Elon Musk could offer something so unprecedented and unthinkable in practical smartphones of the current day-to-day world. Expected features that Tesla could offer us in its new Pi smartphones can become incredibly exciting to predict. For instance, the more you are on your phone, the more of a charge it will have. Now, a feature like that would be crazy to shake things up for the next generation of smartphone technology in today's market. The world could also forget wireless charging, as this would practically be a phone which would need no charging at all. This is all possible because of Tesla cars offering around 200 miles of range on just 15 minutes of charge. And this charging time has also continued to decrease dramatically over time. Considering Tesla's recent work on charging tech, it wouldn't be too out of reach to expect the Tesla phones to be able to charge themselves, using the friction between our fingertips and the capacitive touchscreen. So the more you use your phone, the more of a charge it will have. A feature like this would be crazy enough to shake up the dynamics of the smartphone market, so we would forget wireless charging, as this would practically be a phone which would never need charging at all. Something like this would be disruptive enough to push even big names like Samsung to rethink their niche offerings. Similarly, the autonomous driving technology of Tesla Motors is the epitome of perfectionism. Perhaps a parallel autonomous technology in Tesla phones could be seen as well, where the phone could make a call without actually touching the device. Now, while that's already a feature available in today's smartphones, Tesla would be able to do it without depending on the internet. In other words, a major upgrade to the current technology offered by Apple. If Tesla and Apple actually do end up joining hands, another interesting development will be seen within the automobile industry. But why on earth would Apple want to get into the car business anyway, which is an industry known for chewing through capital? The addressable market is perhaps the orders of magnitude larger than anything Apple's gone after before. After all, what keeps technological companies awake at night is expanding their growth and ideas beyond. And Apple entering into the EV industry will be the epitome of growth. Apple will need to require several partners to build the electrical vehicle, since they currently lack the knowledge of car production, and it is thought to be working on establishing collaborations in the automotive sector. It is unknown with whom Apple will collaborate, although Tesla is one of the most often mentioned names. The company is reportedly said to be working on a completely autonomous self-driving vehicle that will drive itself without the need for human involvement. Going further than any other automobile maker to date, it's a big endeavor, and speculations say Apple intends to develop a car that doesn't have a steering wheel or pedals. Apple's head of AI and machine learning, John Andrea, is in charge of Apple's automobile projects, while Kevin Lynch, who worked on the Apple Watch, has joined the automobile team and is credited with spearheading Apple's push for self-driving cars. The upcoming Apple car also has a high-powered Apple-designed microprocessor, which is Apple's most sophisticated component to date. It's built by neural processors that can manage the large AI load required for self-driving vehicles. The processor will most likely be made by TSMC, the same firm that manufactures semiconductors for the iPhone, iPad, and Mac. The Apple EV will most likely be positioned as an extremely high-end or substantially higher-end product than a regular electric vehicle. Back in June of 2017, Apple CEO Tim Cook made a rare public statement on the company's development of self-driving software, which confirmed that the company's plans in this regard. For the first time in Apple's history, they are keeping discreet about its projects, but restrictions make it more difficult when it comes to automobile software. Apple has set a goal date of 2025 for the debut of its self-driving car, but given the ambitious nature of the project, it is possible that it may miss that deadline, or that the project will be postponed. Apple intends to create a car without a steering wheel or pedals, with an interior that emphasizes hands-free driving. According to Bloomberg, Apple is considering a design that is comparable to Canu's lifestyle vehicle. Riders in this car sit on the sides of the vehicle, rather than in the traditional front and back seats. However, Apple may not be able to remove the steering wheel from their evolutionary EV design, as it may be necessary for an emergency. Apple has explored ideas that include a giant iPad touch panel in the center of the car. Similar to Tesla's design, the iPad center panel would allow users to interact with it, and it would be connected with all your other Apple gadgets and services. The new Apple vehicle processor is claimed to be built up of neural processors that can handle all the artificial intelligence needs of self-driving. When the chip runs out, a complex internal cooling system may be required. Another significant focus in the design of the Apple car is safety. Apple developers want to make a vehicle that is safer than Tesla or Waymo, so they've built in redundancy and backup systems that will kick in if the driving system fails. If Apple wants to make a car as safe as possible for drivers, removing the steering wheel may be difficult in the end. The Apple car is also expected to be compatible with the combined charging system, which is a standard used for charging all electrical vehicles. Companies like Tesla, Ford and BMW, General Motors, Kia, Hyundai, and all others support the combined charging system, which would make Apple compatible with the already existing charge stations. Interestingly enough, Apple is also on its way to developing a new battery design that has the capacity to radically lower the cost of batteries and increase the vehicle's range. By eliminating pouches and modules that carry battery materials, Apple is developing a monocell design that will bulk up individual battery cells and free up room inside the battery pack. This will enable more active material to be packed into a smaller container. The battery technology has been compared to the first time you saw the iPhone and hailed as next level. The Apple car is likely to be marketed as a very high-end model or a significantly higher than a standard electric vehicle. This is very much in line with Tesla's ambitions, as well as the Musk-led company also offers higher-end vehicles that may be pricier than the average EV out there. And that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think about a possible Tesla and Apple partnership in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.